Hey everybody, welcome back. I have totally redone the reloading room and I'm getting some new equipment and selling some old stuff off and just reorganizing it, making it more ergonomic for my reloading purposes. One thing that I did upgrade, and hopefully it's an upgrade, it's so new that there really isn't a whole lot of reviews on it, but I took a shot at the new Frankford Arsenal Precision Turret Reloading Press. There's some really cool features about it that I liked, and I've never had a turret press before. It's always just been a single stage press. This is not a progressive press, it's just a turret press, but there's some really cool features, and I'll show you guys how I have it set up. And if you guys are interested in this press, I've got it from Mid-South Shooter Supply. I bought it with my own money, so that was a full disclosure, but they had a really good deal on it, well below MSRP. So I pulled the trigger on that. I'm just loading up some 45 Colt tonight, getting everything kind of dialed in. So we'll go take a quick look at it and initial thoughts about it. And if you guys want me to do a prolonged review on it, please let me know in the comments, and I sure can crank that out for you guys as I continue to reload for 300 Blackout, 6.8 Western, 7mm 08, 308, 45 Colt, 9mm. So yeah, let's get into it. So this is a cast iron press. It is a stout boy, that's for sure. And I wanted to try out a press stand. This is the first time I've tried a press stand with my presses, just to get it farther up, and it's more ergonomic for my reloading purposes. Now this is a Lyman Universal stand. Lyman ships 2 plates, and this is plate number 2. Lyman does not have a bolt pattern yet for this press. So what they do, which is really cool, is on plate number 2, this is side number 3 right here, they give you the option to drill your own holes. So that's what I did, was I was able to drill my own holes and mount this press to it. Now, if you guys are going to use something similar to this, you will have to set your stand up with the angle. So this backside is angled. You'll have to face it so the angle's facing towards you as you're in front of the press. This allows the primer catcher to clear the end of your table. Ask me how I know. I had it backwards. Not to worry though, you can just swap this plate around and then switch your unit around, so I didn't have to re-drill holes. So just something as a little bit of a heads up if you are going to set up something similar to this. Now this obviously has a built-in LED light, which is fantastic for seeing, lighting your workspace, and just adds an elegant touch to it. The RAM is pretty dang slick, pretty quiet, and it does have a grease zerk down here that you can grease your RAM every so often if you need to. Now the cool thing about this is obviously it's a turret press. It's got a detent inside, and it is quite tactile. It's good. The cool thing about this is you can tighten down this nut and you can make this into just a single stage press. So when I'm going to be reloading for my 6.8 Western, and eventually I'm going to build a 6.5 Grendel, precision 6.5 Grendel, I'll be able to lock this nut down so that way it takes out pretty much any play in the system, kind of making it into a single stage press. So in theory, you get kind of a 2-for-1. You get a single stage press with no play in it, but also you get the benefit of having a turret press or a turret mechanism if you unlock that nut, and then you can slide your turrets around. There's the back side of it, and it just runs this cable that lights everything up is a USB type A. So if you got a power strip like this table does here built into it, absolutely will get you taken care of for getting your lighting purposes. So okay, let's run some 45 Colt through this here. I've already decapped these. I actually picked up this Lyman decapping tool. So I'm kind of trying out some new stuff here, some new loading techniques. So this is a decapping tool from Lyman, and it's spring loaded. So my thought is I'm going to decap every brass that I do, I'm decapping it all. And I'm going to clean it first because I do run my brass suppressed, and then it falls on the ground and it gets all dirty. It gets all dirty. So this is just going to be a way of kind of keeping the dies cleaner. And so it works really well with this. I decapped probably about 250 rounds of 45 Colt. and it worked pretty dang slick. So right now I'm just gonna do a full length sizing on this, and you can turn that there, and this is going to be, there's an expander ball in there just to kind of flare that mouth of the case so I can seat my 45 bullets in there. So that's kind of the process for that. Now I won't be, you obviously don't have to turn your turret every time to do this with like 45 Colt. I'm just kind of showing you guys, but my process is I'm just going to be full length sizing everything, and then I'll come back and then just do my mouth flaring all in one go, or on another step, so I don't have to keep turning the turret back and forth. But just kind of showing you guys the operation of it here. One more noteworthy feature, grab it on the camera here. Yeah, so these shell holders are locked into place here. Pretty cool little system. So you push down on this. Let's see if I can get it out here. Wipe some lube off my hands. Yeah. So there's this little landing strip right here. You just push that down, and it's spring loaded, so you can push in your shell holder, and it locks it in. You can still twist your shell holder, so that way you can bring your shells in from left or right or front, whatever is most ergonomical for you. So you still have that ability to do it, but it locks it into place so it won't slide back out. That's a pretty cool feature that I found interesting. Okay, let's try out this turret system lockdown. I'll give you guys a closer up view here, so if you can kind of see that turret does have a little give to it, like so. So I'm gonna lock this thing down. I'm using a 15/16 socket. I think this is actually metric, so whatever the hell the metric equivalent to this is. Let's lock this down here. And see if they claim that takes out the slop. I'll be damned. Sure does. Cool. Yeah, no more up and down play. Cool. So that'll be a really useful feature for some precision reloading. I really don't have to worry about it with the 45 Colt because it's not a precision cartridge, but sweet. And then I'm just gonna loosen this guy back up again. And you can loosen that up more, so if you want this to spin easier, you absolutely can, or you can lock it down a little bit. It kind of gives you control over how much friction it takes to move this turret back and forth. So pretty cool. So I noticed once I tightened it down a little bit, or I tightened it down so it was it locked everything in, and then I loosened it up and just tightened it enough to where I could still turn it fine, and it seems to kind of maybe just settled itself in there, because it's not that turret head isn't cantilevering or moving up, getting pushed up as like what it was when I first started using it. So I guess that is good. Everything's kind of getting settled in, maybe. Heck yeah. Kind of while we're in the same video here, I redid the reloading room, so I took out the black desk. I did grab some different tables here, so I have a lot more workspace, which is fantastic. I was able to get some good organization going on here. So one other thing I'll give you guys a heads up on, I did pick up the Hornady speed trimmer. So we'll see how this works out. I just got it set up today. I haven't even hard mounted it yet. I think I might just leave it like this so I can be mobile with it, so I don't have to drill a bunch of holes in my new tables quite yet. But I've got some initial thoughts on opinions on it, some stuff that kind of pissed me off with Hornady nonetheless. But anyway, this will be another video, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel, or be on the lookout for a review on this guy, since it is a newer product from Hornady. And one other thing I guess I did pick up was the Lyman case dryer. I've never had a case dryer before. It's always been just put it in the oven and let it dry, but I figured I'd try this out, and I was able to dry like 250 rounds of the 45 Colt brass pretty easily in like 3 hours. So it's a pretty slick machine. So far I like it. We'll see how well it lasts. And yeah, so just some new reloading equipment, and organize the reloading room, and heck yeah, looks pretty good in my opinion. So I guess I probably should address the fact that I'm sure you guys probably saw the table wobble a little bit when I was full length sizing some 45 Colt. It's not ideal, but it is what I'm working with. I've got carpeted floors in this small room. These tabletops are 20 inches wide. It's a stout table. I mean, it's got a 1,200-pound load capacity for it, and I do have these adjustable legs adjusted all the way up, so that way it's a more ergonomic height for my personal height, so I can stand and sit at it. But then also, when you add a 30-pound press and a 10-pound press stand, things get a little top heavy. So if you saw a little wobble in there, it'll be interesting to see, if that affects anything in like the precision loading. I'm not sure. Not ideal, but it is what it is. Just the way that I kind of had to set it up so I can get two of these tables in this small room. I did try to, put as much gear as I could underneath of it, and mounting a couple other additional items on here to help weigh it down a bit. But I mean, the table is solid. It's a thick tabletop, so I'm not worried about the press coming off the table. This thing's bolted down pretty damn good. So just something that you guys might have seen. Yes, I know. Don't give me too much hate in the comments. I'll work through it. All right, guys, thanks. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you on the next video.